Hello, second graders. Today, you're going to learn what a market is and examine the production process. Examine. Wow, that's such a vivid verb. It means to inspect in detail or to review what something does, like the production process. The production process is the steps in making a product. What steps does it take to make a product? Why? So you can understand how to create a production plan. And how am I going to know you got this? When you have created your very own production plan. What's a market? Turn and tell your family member what you think a market is. Well, you probably guessed a market is like a grocery store. And you're right. Market has two meanings. It can mean a shop where you buy things or a country that might purchase goods from another country. In a market, everyone who buys or sells goods or services is part of a market. People around the world depend on each other. The United States does not produce everything our citizens need and want. So the U.S. buys from other countries. They import into the U.S. Import means to buy goods or services from sellers from other countries. If there is something that the U.S. does not have, we will purchase from countries like Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and even South America. If other countries need or want something that the U.S. produces, the United States will export. Export means to sell goods or services to people in other countries. Now, turn and tell your family member or tell me one thing you learned about the U.S.'s market. Everyone in a market is buying or selling goods or services, but how do businesses or people determine the price of a product? The price of a product depends on two things: the supply and demand of a product. Supply. A supply is the amount producers will make for a certain price. At high prices, producers make more products or provide more services. At lower prices, producers make less. Demand. Demand is the amount consumers are willing to buy for a certain price. At high prices, consumers buy less. At low prices, consumers buy more. If a product is in high demand, a producer is going to want to make more of that product. What does it take for a product to be made? Businesses or people who want to produce a product will go through the production process. In a production process, you need 1, a plan, and 2, the economic resources, which are like the ingredients. To produce a product, you must have a plan. When I think of a plan, I think of it like a map that's going to guide me and give me the direction to the end of my product. Once the business or person decides on the product that they want to make, the next step is to think about the economic resources needed. The first resource is natural resources. Natural resources are resources that come from the earth. They are not man-made. What natural resources will you need to help you produce your product? Minerals, plants, animals, land, water. Second economic resource needed is human resources. People's knowledge, skills, and hard work are human resources. When a business thinks of creating a product, they think about the type of people they are going to need to create their product. Are they going to need a designer, teacher, librarian, engineer, architect, artist? All of these people have a certain skill that helps them to produce that product. The last economic resource needed to produce a product is the capital resources. Capital resources are things made by people to help workers make products or provide services. For example, machines, buildings, tools, equipment. These are resources that can be used by companies to produce their products. Let's review. Everyone who buys or sells goods or services is part of a market. When there is a high demand in a product, businesses or people will create more of that product. Businesses or people use the production process to help build their products. In a production process, they have a plan and they have the economic resources listed to help them create that product. For example, natural resources, human resources, and capital resources are like the ingredients to the creation of a new product. Boys and girls, we are learning so much about our economy. You know, I have a feeling that I might have a student out there who's already thinking of a product that we might need in the future. Well, go to Teams to check out this week's assignment. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Enjoy it, have fun with it, and have a great week.